My name is Brandon Sadler, artist based in Atlanta, Georgia. This is my debut show in New York, and it's entitled Along the Way, Transforming the Traditional. I chose the title Along the Way, Transforming the Traditional because I enjoy telling stories. And the best way to do that is to create the story in real space. And so this exhibition is divided into three parts. The first part being the exterior of a temple that the viewer was walking along in the woods and they came upon this temple. And so all the pieces are assemblage pieces made with collected materials to kind of resemble a exterior of a temple. These are the windows. They've been boarded up. People come and leave offerings. The lights are still on, but it seems that the passage of time has really hit this building. And then when you come into the exhibition, you're entering into the temple, and you see everything inside of the temple, although the exterior looks abandoned and kind of worn down from time. The inside is clean and pristine, has been cared for. Yeah, all of these pieces are made from materials I've collected over time. Like some things sat in my studio for like 10 years or so before I even got to it. Like this piece, it is a palette, but it's a collection of maybe 5 different palettes, mostly because, I like the tonality of this. It had a nice red, and then I kind of got a fade by using different pieces of wood from different palettes. And I just enjoy breaking up, like taking a thrown away object and breaking it up into parts, and then figuring out how I can piece those pieces back together into something new. This is a little bit more straightforward, but something like this, like I collected these, I think I got these from a yard sale or something, but these are from an old factory, these windows. And it's just kind of a push and pull and a balance where like I'll paint the ink painting in here, and then figure out how the color play works with all the different materials. And then these pieces of wood, these are all brand new, and I use techniques from like set design when I worked on film to do like aging techniques to make them look like they're older than they are. But all these are brand new pieces of wood. The same thing with these, creating this kind of, I wanted to make it look like it had multiple hands experienced it. And so like the match books, like all of those have been burned and weathered to look like they've been here. And all of these prints I designed and then cut into wood blocks, hand printed them, and then glued them on here, but then took like sandpaper and weathered them and burned them, peeled them up. It's a lot of push and pull to create balance. I think what sent me in the direction of writing calligraphy in the way that I do was I had a passion for letter arts, through graffiti and text design, but I didn't want to pursue it in that format anymore. And so a lot of my research was based in Korea when I was teaching English. And I was going to see a lot of shows that had calligraphy, and I was just really going down the rabbit hole of research and investigating the art form. And then I was just, I guess, through over time, it turned into what I loved about text mixing with what I was observing. And I started taking the principles of Chinese calligraphy and bridging them with what I knew about text manipulation of English. And so it first started with using stroke shape and order of stroke shape to the alphabet, and I was just doing the ABC and coming up with different styles and writing things phonetically. But then over some years, up to maybe 2019, 2020, I needed to have a more efficient way to make a character, and I could write longer passages if I had one character. And so now all of the text is a whole word designed in the square format of a Chinese character. So the first step would be, all right, what am I writing? And then I have to take and figure out where to position the letters in order to design the character. So something like this says the word in, I-N. The I is here, the dot, and then the N is there. And it says the, so then the T is here, then the H is here, lowercase, and then there's an E here. And so everything is English, more legible to me than the viewer, but once you see the breakdown, sometimes you can't unsee it. And so then moving from there, from the design process, then you get into the philosophy of it and the feeling of, I guess, the energetic expression. And that really appeals to me. Well, the lotus in general, it relates to my creative studio, Rising Red Lotus. And I just like the symbolism of, receiving nutrients from a dark place, both positive and negative, and then rising to the surface. I enjoy that. But then all of the work connects in the way of creating composition or using different materials. It's all about interplay and piecing things together to create a harmonious relationship. So whether it be the found materials in the front, figuring out how those pieces to relate, or coming up with shapes and spatial relationship to give balance to a composition, it's all the same to me. Or dealing with calligraphy and using the form of writing to manipulate the space of the paper is the same with these marks, and learning how to manipulate the brush and create movement and energy with the medium. And Lotus is a great way to explore that because you have line, you have use of ink and water, and then you can do expressive gestures in there as well.